And we're live.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah.
I'm just going through the list here, saying hi to everybody or putting them all up on the screen. And
Do it.
I guess some of you may have noticed by now that Patrick is not feeling well tonight. So he's not here with us. Sorry for covering you up there, Jeremy.
Oh, that's fine.
Why do I always do
Story of my
that?
life. Story of my life. I'm used to it.
Story of your life. So I think I've pretty much shown just about everybody here. Not really. There's still a bunch more to go. I'm just going to say hi, Carl. Hi, Alice. Hi, Sean. Hi, Doug. Hi, Moses. Let's see. Michael A. Let's see. Tony. Patty. Soaking in the Rays. DV Laser Works. Jack
Hey,
Williams. We got I can't go through everybody because we got 100 people watching right now. So welcome, everybody. I'm so glad that you're all here tonight. And let me put this into full screen so I can see it. Yeah, and they're still coming. So
yeah, that'll work.
Unfortunately, Patrick can't be with us tonight. So it's just going to be me and Jeremy for the night. We're going to do about an hour-long stream tonight, share some files with you. And this week I've been kind of busy. I've done 3 different other live streams. I now have channel memberships on my channel where you can join and get private live streams where there's not so many people, and you get more attention, I guess. And somebody's saying here, he couldn't get my library to load properly. I tested it and it is working. So I don't know, maybe you didn't extract the file. Try downloading it again, delete what you have and download it again. But I did test it and it is working on my end. So tonight I am doing, I spent about an hour and a half yesterday going through all of my Father's Day graphics from years gone by and redoing them. And what I did was I did a whole bunch of node editing and made sure that you can darken different parts of the graphic. And I'll show you that in just a little bit. Here's a sneak peek at the graphics that you'll get. All Father's Day stuff. So Father's Day sayings on the bottom, some round ones, some square ones. And you can do lots with this. And I'll cover all of that in just a few minutes. But this week I've been pretty busy. I made an acrylic table organizer for my wife. Tonight I'm going to show you guys how using that weld on creates one fused piece of acrylic. I'm going to smash this with a sledgehammer and show you how well it works. And I don't have to cross my fingers because I already did it in my Patreon live and I already did it in my member channel. So thank you, Andy. The surgery is going well. Thanks. The recovery is going well. And I'm sure Patrick is watching, so he probably appreciates that, Robert. And so that's what I've had a busy week this week, coming out here an hour at a time, getting things done, trying to get a little more organized out here in the shop. And I figured I would do Father's Day early, even though it's not till next month, so that you guys can get your hands on these graphics and manipulate them any way that you want and make different designs with it. Tonight, I'm going to be making a refrigerator magnet. So I'll be using one of the graphics and engraving it and cutting it out of a refrigerator magnet. So, which is fun. And I'll put some links in the description later on to show you where you can get this refrigerator magnet material. Jeremy, what have you been doing this week?
From installing a new front door, putting brakes on cars, doing chicken coop stuff, yard cleanup. I haven't been in the shop much. But what I did do is this is my file for tonight.
Nice.
For Memorial Day. And I'll see if I can get that up there so you guys can read that. Hold it there for just a few minutes. And then down at the bottom, it has Psalm 144:1. You can put whatever you want down there. And as per usual, I have my American flag base.
Very nice. So
So
I did talk to Jeremy a little bit about the theme of this channel, which is quick and easy projects that anybody can do. So that's why he scaled back a little bit, I guess, on his on his project for tonight. But that is the theme of our channel here. So we're not here trying to impress you with our skills. We're here trying to give you files that anyone can do, even somebody that's brand new. So in my package tonight, I've got the Lightburn file. I've got the Lightburn art library with all of the graphics in it. And I also put in a folder there with the SVG files. So you've got all three of those. I think in Jeremy's only have the Lightburn file. And just a quick note on the Lightburn file, if you open either one of our Lightburn files and everything is backwards or backwards and upside down, that just means that we created it on a laser with an origin of the front left. Okay, so just close the file and open it, with your laser. It should open properly. If it doesn't, you can just select everything and mirror, or mirror in both directions if you have to. So
that happens to me if I flip from like the LaserMATIC to my fiber laser, it'll just go backwards.
Exactly. Yeah. So Hunts Patch, Alabama. I like that name. That's a cool one. So anyway, welcome to everybody that are in the chat tonight. We're not going to do the Q&As until a little bit later. So you guys can chat. That's great. All you want in the chat. We'll try and keep an eye on it. DV Laserworks had surgery last month, 8+ hours, cut the jaw, extracted 2 masses, still sore. Oh, wow. Still sore and swollen. Yeah, I know that feeling. Believe me. Not with the jaw, but with my back. But all right. So first thing I want to do, let me get out of full screen here so I can see what I'm doing. I want to put in a link to Amazon here for you guys. You can click on it and go just load the page and then come back here. And this link is going to be for all types of refrigerator magnet material that you can, like 16 and 20 mil, that you can cut out with a laser. So you just have to be very careful that you have really good smoke extraction, because you really don't want to be inhaling any of this stuff. And then the second link that I'll put in, and this one is not an affiliate link, but this one is to JP Plus, Johnson Plastics Plus. And that link will take you to the page where they have magnet material. So I wanted to put those links in now so that you can see. Oh, and I put it in. Yeah, okay, that's good. I wanted to put those links in now so that you can copy them, go to a browser, load that page, and then come back here to the live stream and go look at it later. So Jeremy and I will wait while you do that. That was a joke. Okay, nobody got it. All right, so I'll go back into full screen now and just make sure those came out all right. Yeah, I hope that little JSON mask isn't coming out. You can just copy the address from www on if you have a problem with that link. And tonight's files are below the video. They may not be below Patrick's video because he may not have gotten them, but I'll take and grab that link and put that into the chat as well. So just in case you don't see it. So there
Jim McCall already has my artwork up on his Lightburn.
Cool. Yeah. Yep. the people that watch us all the time, they know. They know what to do. Down below the video, usually about an hour or so before the video, we put up the links. It's also on lasermakersrealm.com, the very first blog post. Hold on, I'm using dial-up, waiting for the link to download. Don't tell me that's on a 33.6 modem or 14.4 or
He's still running
7500.
the AOL disc from Walmart.
Hey, Dave, welcome. So I already put the material in there. Hi, Sharon. I already put the material in the LaserMATIC, and all I have to do now is turn it on and arrange it and do one graphic. So I think I'm going to do that now. So again, we won't be watching the comments right now. So hold off on any comments to us. Chat all you want. So I'm going to switch over to Lightburn and show you what I was talking about earlier. So here you can see are all the graphics. If you load this Lightburn file, you can just pick whatever it is that you want and work from there. So these are grouped, but let me show you what I did. Let me zoom in on this so you can see it better. So if we take, I went and edited all of these, all of the nodes, and closed all of the different paths. So if we grab this graphic here and we come up here and ungroup it, then let's click off of that. We can grab any part of this to fill it in. So if I grab just this guy's hair right here, and I do an offset on the left side, and I change that offset to 0, you'll see that his hair fills in. And you see I did it on this one over here earlier. So we can fill in his hair. We can grab this one, do an offset, fill in her hair. We can fill in stars or any of the graphics here. So you guys get the idea. So there you can see, this is how you can change the look of this file. And if we wanted to, for instance, change his shirt, right? We'd probably have to do the shirt twice. So I'll do that one, that side there. And you see how this graphic stays intact. So I did a bunch of node editing on this yesterday. And there we have his shirt filled in. And you can even fill it in. So we'll do an offset on this heart, okay? Say okay, and then put that heart on a different layer so that we can change the speed of the scanning here and make it a lighter or darker color. So now we have 2 layers here, and we can do 3 or 4. You know, we could offset the girl's shirt now, which that would probably blend into his, so that's not a great idea. But you can also do, I think you can do a relief down here. I didn't even try this yet, but we'll try it and see. Yeah, look at that. So we can do a relief engraving on that one down there. So this is what I wanted to explain to you. I went through all of these different graphics, made all of these up from older graphics that I had, all different types of graphics, and all of them should be editable. And then on the bottom, I put a couple of squares here. You could always just delete the circle and, well, maybe not on all of them, but on most of them, you can delete the circle and put a square there instead. And then I have the sayings down here as well. So this is everything that's in my file tonight. And I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to just do this one right here for tonight. So let me set that up so you can see how I'm going to set that up. So I'll just delete these. And okay, that one was ungrouped. So we got to get rid of those. And I'll go ahead and delete these and this one. And I'll just use this one right here. And I know I have to zoom back in so you guys can see it. So let's zoom all the way back in. Let me get this in about the right position. And so now what I want to do with this one is I want to engrave it, and then I want to cut it out. So I'm going to do an offset on this one. And we're going to do outward over here. and outer shapes only. Select resulting objects, and that might be a problem down here. So yeah, let me cancel that. I'm just going to do this instead. I'm going to grab a circle. If I hold down shift and I put my mouse right here at the beginning of the circle, okay, let me get it in the right spot. Hold shift and drag straight across to the other side of the circle, get the perfect size. So now I can select that one and put it on the cut layer. And then I want to align this one. I'll hold shift, select this one, and hit bullseye. And we should have a perfect, nope, it's a little off. So I need to make it just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to hold control, and I'm just going to scale this up just a bit like that. What do you think? I think that looks pretty good for the refrigerator magnet. And maybe this part down here can come down just a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. Nah, I think that looks good like that. Yeah, that's good right about there. So now I'm ready to run. All I have to do, I don't have to, but I'm just going to group these. And now all I have to do is come over here and set my cuts and layers. So let me come back to, let me get this back to the comments. There we go. All right. So now we're back in the comments, and that's an example of what I'm going to do tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and set my cuts and layers. And Jeremy, do you want to talk about anything while I do that?
I am stepping into Patrick's role tonight, and I've got the fiber laser up and running. And I figured if anybody donated anything, I would run the pairs on the fiber laser on some black business cards, and I'll just show everybody.
Okay. Yeah. So we have like a regular routine where Patrick makes graphics out of pairs for people that make a donation. So now I have to find out, and I don't think, yeah, I do have it right here. Okay, so I just need to set my cuts and layers. We'll go on the black. I'm going to use the Great Carve Acrylic, and I'm going to do the engrave for that one.
You can
And
see
then
the
I'm
smoke
going to,
coming.
what's that?
It said you can see the smoke rising off the card.
Oh, you got it running already?
Yeah, I'm doing a sample.
Oh, cool. All right, I think I'm just going to change this one just to be, should I change this or not? 960 millimeters per minute. I think that's okay. So we'll leave that as it is. And why is this job running? I don't even have the laser turned on. Okay, that's odd. That's an odd anomaly. You see that green line over there? The laser's not even on. Huh.
Mine's been doing that too, but I'm using 2.0, the release candidate, and I thought it was just in 2.0.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, oh, I have to actually have that on screen to be able to do this. I'm just going to close Lightburn. You're currently connected to your, no, I'm not. So I'm going to close Lightburn and restart it.
All right, Robert, I don't know what you mean by incorrectly. Just click yes, and it should load. I have 1.7 point whatever that one is, not the 08, but the one before, and then I have 2.0 both on here. And if I pick a file that I haven't done in 2.0, it'll ask me blah blah blah. I'll just say yes, and it'll run.
Yeah, so if you get that error message, it says that this file was created on a previous version of Lightburn. Do you want to run the job? Just say yes.
Yeah, it'll load.
You're not going to have a problem with that. Oh, another thing I'm going to do tonight was, which I've already done, so I know it works. This is all dented up. This was some acrylic that I welded together in my private live streams, and also on the acrylic video that I did with Weld on 4. And I'm going to show you how well this is. This is 2 pieces of acrylic welded together. See, like that. Show you like that. There you can see. It forms like a little teepee. I'm going to smash this with a sledgehammer, and you can see that it won't break. I've already smashed it a couple of times. Permin, hello. We're going to forgive you this time for being late. Anyway,
You're a little bit late.
I'm going to power on the machine. I've already got my material in there. I already focused the laser an hour ago, so it should be ready to run. The only thing that I'm going to do is a quick frame on it to make sure that I'm not sure how big this graphic is. So bear with me for a second.
All right. You mentioned something about channel memberships and all that kind of stuff. I just reached that milestone on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
I have that set up on mine as well. I have join button up and running and super thanks stuff going. And people were asking a couple live streams ago where that was on my channel. Well, I literally just hit the milestone for all that stuff to get turned on. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm just checking to make sure. Yeah, this is within the boundary, so I'm good to go here. Okay. All right. Yeah, Robert, I think we already talked about that. Just say yes when the file loads. It shouldn't load incorrectly. Oh, wait a second. Let me make that bigger. Hang on one second. I got to get back on this screen. Show it again.
So let me get to this prompt. I want to read this prompt. Futuristic pair riding a jet ski with a pet shark in it. It's riding a shark jet ski. When it showed me that one, I was like, "Oh yeah, I want that one." And it's got cyber, what are those? Whatever those robot arms and legs on it. It's pretty cool. So
that's cool. Okay, so I'm going to do my refrigerator magnet now, and I do have to switch back to Lightburn in order to hit the start button. All right, there we go. And I'm using settings from a different material, but I think this should work. Keeping my fingers crossed. And I was talking to Jeremy earlier before the live stream about, if you were to bring this over to your dad's house and, without him knowing about it, slap it on the refrigerator while you're visiting over there. I think that would be a cool way to do it.
What has an eagle beak?
Hi, Kelly.
The pair, it's the sunglasses, the way the sunglasses are going up without a nose in it. Yes, I just engraved that just now live on the fiber laser.
No, Robert, the version of Lightburn that it's created in doesn't matter. So it's probably something. It's probably something to do with your origin. What is if your origin is not front left? Then that's probably the problem there.
Oh, you sent me a message? Okay.
Thanks, Teddy. Nova 51, nice. Yeah, of course. You can do that on acrylic, no problem. That 51 is 130 watts. It'll do a really nice job on acrylic. The one thing that I've noticed is that nothing does as good a job as the Recce tube in my RM laser over there. I mean, it will engrave pure white graphics. And no matter how I change my settings on my other CO2s, I can never get it to engrave pure white like that RM laser does. I mean, it's just beautiful. The pure white graphics.
Okay, Jim sent me a picture of it as well. I'm going to compare his. I don't know why it did that.
What did it do?
It's the cut line, the outline that I did. The cut line is like completely messed up around it. And Jim's is the same way. All right. Well, I don't know what happened. Let me look at my file.
Okay, hang on one second. Let me. While that's doing the engraving, I'm going to switch back to Lightburn, and I'm going to. Actually, I'll do this in a minute. I was going to open your file. Let me just do a new window. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to open, and 5/17 Jeremy Memorial Day. This is on the network, so all you have to do is click yes to this. And yep, I see what they're talking about right there. This one. You see it? The cut's coming down here.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not that way in the file that I sent. It must have happened in the zip conversion, or in the. I don't.
No,
Why
I'm
did?
not. I didn't open the zip version. I opened your file directly.
Yeah, it's not like that in mine. So I don't. I don't know. I saved it and then directly sent that link right to you. So I don't know what happened.
All
Um,
right. Um,
I don't
I'm
know.
just going to close that for now.
Yeah, it's
Get
not
back to
doing that.
this one. Your file is not like that.
No. Let
I
me
sent.
let me go to that our
It could be something to do with version 2.0. That's why you shouldn't be using 2.0.
I'm opening up 1.7 right now. I'm going to open it in 1.7.
I just did.
Well, I'm going to do it on mine too.
Yeah, see if it does the same thing. Now this project is going really slow because I have it set to go really slow, and that's my mistake. Oh, I didn't turn on my fume extraction. I just caught just the slightest hint of a smell. So now I got my fume extraction on. Did you open it?
1.7 won't even find it.
Look in your downloads folder. You can reinstall it in like 30 seconds.
There it is.
Just install it to a different path. Okay, so Kevin says it looks good on his end, but he's got 2.0. It's got to be the version of Lightburn.
Yep, it's doing it on my 1.7 when I open it. That's crazy. Okay, here's how you fix it. If you look at your file, the cross, the tree, the soldier, the verse at the bottom, everything is fine. It's just the
The cut
poem,
line.
sacrifice poem.
Yeah.
Just group it and resize it and put it inside the red cut.
Yeah, you could just delete the red line and offset it yourself.
Well, no, it's the words. It's the poem. It resized the poem.
Oh,
So
really?
if you just ungroup it, collect the poem and the title, and then just downsize it so it fits within, it'll be perfect.
Okay, well, just fix the file and send it to me in Messenger,
Okay.
and I'll go ahead and overwrite the file that we've got for download, okay?
Doing it now.
Excuse me. Okay, so will not darken like yours did. Landis is saying that it won't darken like mine did. All you have to do is go into Lightburn. Let me make this bigger. Hang on one second. Give me a minute. What is going on with my mouse today? Gee whiz. All right, just go into Lightburn. Come up here to Window. Oops, I'm in the wrong place here. Come up here to Window and change it. Yours is in wireframe smooth like that. All you have to do is click Window, Filled Course, and you'll see it. Okay? That's pretty simple. Yeah, prayers going out to you, Pop Pop, and the wife. You know you got a bunch of prayer warriors in here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I really honestly I don't know what happened there.
And I think those settings that I used look like they're going to be fine. On that refrigerator magnet, it looks like it's coming out okay. We'll see when it does the cut. Actually, the cut might even be too hot. So did you get that, Landis? Did you change your window style? And I always use filled because I can see what's happening. Of course, you don't want to do that when you're editing parts of the file. You always want to be, you always want to be in that line mode. And we're almost to the end of the engraving here. All of us older guys are having problems with surgeries. Landis, I just showed it to you. You have to select that one spot. I'll show you again in a moment as soon as this engraving finishes. Did you ungroup it? What material am I using? If you scroll back up in the comments, I put it in there. I'm using a magnet material. I put links to Amazon to all of their magnet materials, and I also put a link to jpplus.com. Yeah, that's a little too hot on the cut. Oh well.
Okay, Rich, I sent it to you.
All right, I'll get to it in a minute as soon as this is finished.
Yeah, everybody's gonna get a bonus too because I made it smaller to fit in one sheet of plywood, and that's in the new file I just sent you. And I had made that the other day.
All right, let's go see how this worked.
It's on my website, so now I have to go through there and re-up that one too because I don't know why it did that with that one particular piece of artwork. That's weird. Oh, it's still. Hold on. Don't do anything. It's still wrong. What?
All right, turn off that fume extraction. Come back over here and let me change cameras really quickly. Get this camera to cooperate so I can get you a view of this. All right, so here is the final result. It's bending. There we go. So this is the refrigerator magnet. Get some light on it. And this is just one of them. So let's get back to the question about light burn again while I'm in full screen here. And let me go ahead and let's get rid of this one. And let's go back to the art library and Father's Day. This is the library over here. So I'll just grab one of these. Nope, that's the wrong one. I didn't want to do that. I'll grab a different one. There we go. So now we have this one grabbed. We have to ungroup it. Ungroup over here. Make sure that your window is in filled coarse or filled smooth. Either one. Filled coarse works fine. Select just the hair. And you see I didn't get just the hair there. Just the hair, like that. And then click offset. And you'll see the distance is 0. And it filled in his hair. And then we can do the same thing with her hair. Or with any other piece that's on here. I went through these and made sure that they were all the nodes were connected so that you could fill just one part of it. So yeah, that should be it right there. So if you follow that just like I just did, you won't have any problems. Pop is saying that came out great. What kind of magnet is that? It's from JP Plus, and I put a link up above. Actually, maybe I'll just put those links again in case you guys want to go see that. And then, Jeremy, I'll get to yours. So let's see. This first one is going to be all of the different magnets that are on Amazon, all the different magnet material that's on Amazon. And let me put that in here. They have all different types. And then the second one is going to be the link to this material that I used here at Johnson Plastics. So let me put that one in. Yes, it is a gold magnet. Okay, so there are the 2 links. Yeah, so the magnet has a gold, brush gold top look to it. And those are the links right there. You can just copy from the, if you see that little Jason mask in there, I don't know why it does that, from www on and just paste that into a browser. The Amazon one will give you all different types, and so will the JP Plus actually. So let me, you take over, Jeremy, while I go over to. I'm going to go over to.
I fixed it. The verse and the reference at the bottom were messed up too. I didn't notice it at first, so I went back, fixed that, sent you that file.
Okay. Did you send it in Messenger? I don't see it.
Yes, I did.
I don't have it.
Uh-oh. Let me see what happened. Oh, no. I sent it to somebody else. Removing. Okay. Where's this one at?
That's funny.
It's actually quite hilarious because I thought I was on yours. All right. Here we go. Doing it again.
Okay. This is going to take me a few minutes to do, so
I suppose I'll talk to the peoples. All right, try that.
I got it.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't know what happened. So you guys are going to get a bonus one. Like I said a couple days ago, I shrunk it down and I made it fit into one 12 by 12 piece of plywood. So you've got the big one. So literally, this is what it's supposed to look like. And I don't know why Lightburn pushed the poem and stuff outside the bounds, but it blew it up and it completely changed the size. So, but I fixed it, and I hope it stays fixed.
All right, so I got that done. Let me delete this zip package and zip this one up. All right, I got that done.
Robert, if you have a good exhaust and it pulls all the smoke out of your machine and doesn't let anything escape into your room, it should be pretty decent. It's not plastic. It's not gonna off-put the gas, that weird, what is that? What's that gas called?
Just give me 2 minutes to get this done.
Guys, I'm running on 2 hours of sleep the last 2 days. I'm very tired, so my brain isn't completely working. I had a show today in town, and it didn't go very well. I was up too early. I know. Excuses, excuses. I get it.
All right, I'm getting into the website now, so just hang tight. Let me go ahead and delete this one. Say okay. Add.
Chlorine. Thank you. Yes. Such as cutting Kydex or other plastics.
All right, keep answering questions. I'm almost done. So basically what's going to happen now, if you guys can just delete the zip package that you downloaded. I'm uploading the new package now, and just give it a minute or two and refresh the page. Or you don't even have to refresh the page. You can just click the link again and you'll download the exact same file. So make sure you delete the one that you've got already. And
You'll have to send me that new link so I can put it in my
it's
description.
the same link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just replacing the file.
Yeah, we had like 4 people show up today.
And there we go. So that's done. So let me put that link in the comments again. It's the same exact link that's under the video. Okay, there's the new link. And then I'm just going to come over here and test it to make sure.
Out of
Yep.
25 vendors, only 5 showed up too. So it wasn't just people. It was
Really?
vendors that bailed on the show.
Oh, that sucks. Wow.
It was raining. It was raining and cold. I can see my breath. So, yeah, I don't blame people. It's just whatever.
Yeah. So this week I'm also going to be putting out a video on the Lightburn experience for this year. So Lightburn contacted me and wanted me to do a YouTube video. They actually just wanted me to, promote it on my my Facebook, my Instagram, stuff like that. But I'm going to do a whole video because right now they're just putting out, a picture of somebody and their name, and that's it, who are going to be speaking. I'm going to give you their whole history. So I'm going to go through all of the 30 or so speakers that are going to be at the Lightburn experience this year.
Cool.
And I think that's like July 19th and 20th, if I remember right. And I'm going to get into a little in depth about what their talk is going to be about, what their background is, and all that kind of stuff. So you can get a good idea of what's going to be happening there. And also, I'm going to be running a raffle for some free tickets. Tickets are $150. You get lunch and you get a bag of stuff, the Lightburn Experience bag with all the stuff inside. So well worth the money. It's going to be at the Javits Center in Manhattan. So look for that video coming up in the next week or so. And I'll be giving away, I think, 5 free tickets in a raffle. So, and that'll be relatively quickly. I'll put the raffle up in the video and then I'll run it for a couple of days and then pick 5 people. The only thing that I'm going to ask everybody is the tickets are pretty valuable at $150 a piece. So only enter the raffle if you know that you can make it to the Javits Center for the Lightburn experience. And it's going to be a great one this year. They've got lots of guest speakers, lots of classes and everything else.
Just make sure you check your tabs and slots for your thickness of plywood.
Always.
Always. The mine's a little bit thinner for this one than the last batch of plywood, so it's the slot in the base is a little bit thinner than what some of my other ones are. But yeah, it looks good. I just opened it back up again, and it looks good on my end too.
You downloaded it from my link?
Pop says it works good too.
Okay, great. So we got that fixed.
Cool.
So again, anybody that downloaded the package earlier, just delete it from your system and follow that link that I just posted in the comments and re-download the package again, and everything should be fixed.
One thing I didn't fix, Pop can probably, while he's looking at it, let me open it back up again.
Ed, email me.
The blue lettering, make sure you adjust slots, tabs and slots. If you'll notice that, Lightburn also squished them and welded them all together.
What happened?
And I didn't fix it. That doesn't matter to me, but I wanted to get the actual artwork going. But I just noticed that when I was going back in,
What
that they
I
welded.
missed it. What's wrong with it?
I have in the blue T2 line. Make sure to adjust tabs and slots for your materials at the top.
Uh-huh.
And Lightburn squished it and welded it together.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, the toolpath doesn't matter.
No, I thought that was hilarious.
Jim McCall is getting ready to run that right now.
Good.
Ed, did you hear me? Send me an email.
I've never had this happen on any file in 2.0 yet, so I don't know what happened.
Rick is saying LaserMATIC Mark II XW is on the way. Congratulations. You're going to love it. I don't have an XW in this shop. It's in the other shop. All right. So I got my magnet done. For those of you who are just joining us, let me give you another shot of this. And it's kind of hard to hold up because it bends, but there you go. So this would be a really neat thing to surprise your father and just slap this on his refrigerator without him knowing about it. I think that would be like fun. You know, all of a sudden he notices it and he's like, where did that come from? I love this magnet material, by the way. I've got a bunch of these homemade magnets on my refrigerator at home. Everybody loves magnets for some reason. Robert says he pre-ordered the GalvanMatic. Nice.
Yeah, Robert and I have been talking about that quite a bit recently.
Ed saying, I thought that was a relief carving, but it's not. Is it? Who are you talking to, me or Jeremy? No, if you're talking about this, no, that's just a regular engraving. But I love the way that it sparkles. You know, I don't think you can see it on camera, but all of the engraving itself sparkles, all of the black engraving, which makes it an eye catcher on the refrigerator. Ernie says, are there different kinds of materials in the links you posted that we shouldn't laser? You shouldn't laser anything unless you have really good smoke extraction. There are some materials that are really bad for your laser. This is not. Produces almost no smoke, just a little bit of smell. But Tennessee Wood Signs, when is the GalvanMatic going to ship? It's on schedule. Whatever Leo said, I think the final versions are going to be what is that? Show on screen. Oh, Terry.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you so much,
Getting
Terry.
right on that. That is a. Come on.
As of right now, they're going to be shipping on time. So whatever Leo said, I think it's the end of June or July. I think it's the end of July. Bob is a little bit late. You can always watch the replay. You can always rewind it right now and start from the beginning. Any idea if they're going to have any of the LBX recorded for those who can't make it to Manhattan? So if they're doing the same thing they did in 2023, then yeah, they're going to have recordings that you can purchase a virtual ticket. And after the event itself, and they'll be posting those videos to the people that purchase the virtual tickets.
Generating the pair now.
Yeah, I think it's the end of July. Yeah.
Yes, and for the Galvamatic.
Yeah.
End of July.
Yeah, I think it's the third week of July. But the only changes that have been made is that they're no longer going to be doing the aluminum frame where they put it together at the factory. They're going to be making the aluminum frame all one piece. So it won't be screwed together. What do they call that? Cast aluminum. So it'll be all one piece. It's going to make it really, really rigid. Yeah, July, third week of July is what Leo was saying. And the only thing they're waiting on now, they had to do the cast for the machine and bulk parts. So there was a lot going on in China where everything slowed down, but they're still going to be on schedule.
Okay, I'm doing this one. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Andy, it's still going to be a great machine, whether it's the Galvamatic or the Galvamatic with the fiber. I do like that fiber idea because I can do my 8.5 by 11 sheets of painted aluminum with it. Thank you, Pop Pop. Yeah, please, everybody, hit that like button. Come back and comment after the video's over. That helps us to gain more popularity on YouTube. Helps to push these videos out. Lots of people don't ever see these because YouTube doesn't push them out because they have no comments. So after the live stream is over, you can start commenting down below and place a comment or two. Robert got the Galvamatic XL with the fiber. Cool. Yeah, that's the one that I'll be getting. In fact, I should be getting that in a couple of weeks. I think the first thing I'm going to do is a blueprint on that 8.5 by 11 with the fiber, because that's something that you really can't do. You can't do something that's 12 by 17 with the fiber laser. It just doesn't work. You don't have the room. Midnight Sun Woodwork says I'm looking much better. I'm feeling much better too. I'm able to sit for a little longer than usual. Like Jeremy's as well. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, please.
So I have a Galvamatic on order, but then Eufumake came out with the E1. Now I'm very conflicted and feeling so bad canceling. I wouldn't cancel. Eufumake offered me one of their printers and I turned it down. So, I like to do laser projects, not printing projects. You can get Eufumake's not the first one to come out with that printer. These printers have been on the market for a couple of years now. Robert says I plan on making my business sign with the fiber and demonstrating my machine's ability. Awesome. Andy, I don't think we talked about that. I talked about that with Leo, and I don't think there's going to be an option to upgrade the fiber, to upgrade the regular Galvamatic, to add the fiber laser later, because it's just there's too much involved in it. So there's too much rewiring that has to be done, and then you're talking about aligning of the mirrors, and I think we've pretty much settled on there's not going to be an upgrade for the fiber. They may change in the future from the factory a different type of fiber source or a higher powered fiber or something like that, but that would be an all-in-one machine. So I don't look to add the fiber to the Galvamatic. Thank you, Jim. There is not a separate fiber head. So it all goes through the same mirror system and through the same lens. It's not a separate fiber head. There's a separate laser source. So you have the fiber laser source in the back, and then you have the diode laser source in the actual galvo head itself. So all it does is switch from one source to the other. But if you get just the diode one, you're not going to have the mirrors, and you're not going to have the fiber, and that's going to be too much of an upgrade for somebody to do on their own. No, it's not a separate fiber head. Mm-mm. No, the fiber head has there's a big block part that goes inside that has all of the diodes inside of it. So one big mass piece.
What font did I use? I don't know. I picked one I liked.
Should I do one of these graphics on something else? Where are we at right now? Well,
9.
we're right at the 60 minutes right now.
Well, give me like 4 more minutes and I'll have this pair done.
Okay. Andy says they're ready to ship mine. So Andy, if they're ready to ship yours, that is the beta version. And Leo said that if you buy the beta version, if you're one of the beta people, they'll swap it out for the final version at the end when it comes out. Can a 38-watt RF middle tube do your blueprints too, or can it do as fine as the fiber laser? Absolutely. So I have right next to me over here, I've got a 40-watt Eon. It's actually a ceramic tube. It's not the metal tube, but it is an RF. So it does super, super fine engravings. And yes, it'll do that blueprint just as good as the fiber laser. Hello, Ralph. What model has the fiber? I was just looking. If you go onto their website and you click on the GalvaMATIC, there'll be an option there in the drop-down menus. One of them will be for the GalvaMATIC, and the other one will be the GalvaMATIC with fiber.
Okay, the font that I used on the memorial thing says it's MS Shell DLG2. It was on the machine. I don't remember using that. I actually think it changed the font because that doesn't look like the font that I put on there. I don't remember using that
Well,
font.
it doesn't matter because that font's going to be embedded in the file anyway. So
yeah, well, you can change it.
yeah. So okay, we are at a little over an hour and 3 minutes, and we're going to call last call for Q&A tonight. And if you missed it, I did 31 different graphics that you can customize, like this one here, for Father's Day. And Jeremy did show your Memorial Day sign that
I
you
screwed up. I clicked off that while it was burning and it stopped it, so I'm not going to have a pair.
Okay, so there's Jeremy's file. This is one of my 31 files that you'll get tonight. This is a refrigerator magnet, and those are all available in the zip package right below the video.
If I send you an image, can you put it up on screen so they can see what the pair was supposed to be?
I'd rather not do screen sharing because I had a problem losing the video last time I did.
Gotcha.
Bob says making a tissue box with some of your library files. Couldn't find yours. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not seeing it on Rolly. I don't print on my laser projects. All right, let me go really quickly look at Rolly Automation, GalvaMATIC, pre-order. Yeah, so if I click on pre-order, it's right there. It says workbed size, regular 16 by 16 or XW. You can choose either one of those. And laser source right below that, 40-watt blue diode or 40-watt blue diode and 20-watt fiber. It's right there. So they're both there. I don't know why you're not seeing it. What you
Well,
got?
for printing on 3D print stuff, I just use my fiber laser, and it does that pretty decent.
Yeah.
You're going to get a white. You can do different colors too. Patrick does multiple colors on PMags and stuff, and it's just black plastic. So I just use the fiber laser and just do my settings differently and do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you can do that. But I'm not into printing. Like I said, Eufy Make sent me an email and asked if I wanted one of those to do a video on, and I said no, thanks. I know everybody else is going crazy on it, but I have a laser channel. This is a laser channel. We're not so much doing printing. I'll do laser, I'll do some CNC, I'll do some, different videos for different things, 3D printing, but I just don't, I'm not into printing with ink, especially when the cartridges are like $300 to replace, so um, that's just not, I'm just not into that. Does anyone have any thoughts on the Excel lasers? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Tiger's Eye Custom Creations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. $20 donation to the channel.
Thank you. The pair character looking at himself in the mirror saying, "Thanks for being you," with hearts popping out of his eyes. I can't copy and paste that. I'm going to have to.
So, Excel lasers. Yeah, I feel really bad for them. They brought Mike out from Laser Engraving 911 to Shenzhen for the launch, and the live stream went bad. So, but they do have a really nice laser engraver. It's not quite like the GalvaMatic, because it only does the fiber in a very small area of like maybe 25 millimeters, and moves around. It moves around XY. The GalvaMatic does it in a 110 by 110 area, and does a lot less moving on the XY. Two great lasers. The difference is that I think the GalvaMatic is a much better value, because first off, the price is going to be lower, and second off, Excel laser is new to the market, so don't know much about them. Leo says that he knows David personally, and they've already talked, and it's a great machine. So, yeah. I didn't click on the link on the homepage. Oh, okay. All right, last chance for Q&A. Here we go. We're down to the last couple minutes, and then we'll be saying goodbye for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, John Lee, he may have spoken to you about that. You'd be able to retrofit it, but I think the final decision is going to be there won't be retrofitting. So I think it's just going to be too much of a job for an inexperienced person to do, something that needs to be done in the factory. I wouldn't even recommend that you do it. But everything is still in the beta form right now, so there's no way to really answer that question. And I think last week when we talked about it, we decided that there's not going to be an upgrade for the fiber. All right. If there's no more Q&As, we'll wait a few more seconds, because I know this lags behind on YouTube. Thank you, Rob.
Okay, guys, look in the LMR Facebook page. I will put both the pair pictures up there. And I'll say, if you know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to do screen sharing, because the last time I did it, it disconnected the stream. So
That's fine. I don't know how Patrick does it, so I don't want to
Patrick
mess with
does
it
it
either.
on his switcher. He just
Which I don't
puts it
have a
on the
switcher.
switcher. Yeah. So, okay, everybody. Hope you enjoyed tonight's live stream, and we want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the donations. Those donations are going straight to Jeremy so that he can buy more supplies to be able to do these live streams.
Much
And
appreciated.
it's much appreciated. That's right. So we will be back in 2 weeks. So we'll see you back here in 2 weeks on Saturday, right before Memorial Day, I think it is.
Yeah, it's the 31st. It'd be May
Okay.
31st.
All right. Good night, everybody.